Okay, I talked a little bit about this thing called organic. You know, that's a word you hear a lot of. What is organic? It has a lot of different meanings. You know, basically, it's no chemical use of pesticides, insecticides, weed killers, chemical fertilizers are not used. You know, those are the main things, but the ground is treated different too. So I have to take care of my ground as a resource, as a living, ongoing resource. The garden that you see behind me has been here in my possession for 30, going on 38 years. I broke into the hayfield that's around the perimeter. I think we showed that. Maybe Eric can show what's around there. We cut into what was a hayfield, a pasture now lately with the sheep, and we made it into garden. We did that by, you know, tilling into the native or natural vegetation, which was the pasture or the hayfield, and we just kept taking more and more of the space for garden, and we tilled it. We used tillage as our main use for killing weeds. So you can kill weeds by laying out something that stops the light from coming through, like black plastic or a mat. You can use mulches, but I use mechanical tillers to kill the native vegetation. But so we're going back into what's in the soil. The soil started with pretty good soil with some organic matter from the hay or the grass or whatever was here at first. But I have to take care of that, so every year I add some organic matter, whether I grow a green cover crop or I grow or add manure from my sheep pen. A lot of times my sheep pen is full of good sheep manure. It's one of the best all-around fertilizers from any animal there is, really, as far as the balance. But it also has organic matter in it, whether it's some of the hay that's in it with the sheep, whatever they eat, or it's some of the bedding and the straw. And that's going in every year into the garden, so that the garden actually now, in the case of a drought, holds more moisture. And I'm in better shape. If you pan over here, Eric, these are pumpkins and squash that have not been watered at all this summer. And they're going to make a crop. I wish it would rain, because it would help a lot. But there's going to be squash, and there's also, I see now, some pretty big pumpkins over yonder coming on. You can see a green pumpkin right there, yeah, about a foot long. Never been touched with a drop of additional water, artificial water, and only had about 2 inches of rain since the snow melted. So, I mean, there's water underneath this ground, and it also has a clay bottom, which helps a lot. But the water retention, because it was treated well and fluffed up and not compacted, is allowing me to have a crop when normally you would never get one.